Hello and welcome to Hitching the Trailer. I'm Greg, and with me as always is the woman I call the bomb, my lovely wife Nicole.
Hiya.
Thank you everybody for joining us. I want to give a special shout out and a namaste to our friends in India who are listening.
Wow.
Today we are doing the new Liam Neeson action movie, Retribution. So, babe, you ready, Pop?
You ready to cast, babe?
Let's go.
Don't put a bang out unless you plan to bang. Yeah, don't even bang unless you plan to hit something. Yeah,
So, Retribution, babe, give me the IMDb synopsis.
All right, the blurb for Retribution. A bank executive receives a bomb threat while driving his children to school that his car will explode if they stop and get out.
So, I guess my elevator pitch would be based on the trailer.
You're going right in with your elevator pitch. We're not even...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying elevator pitch would be Speed and the movie Phone Booth, which, if people haven't seen it, because it wasn't that popular. Colin Farrell was trapped in a phone booth the whole time with someone on the phone telling him, you know, all these terrible things were going to happen if he left the phone booth.
Kim Basinger, that one?
I think she is. Look it up.
Listen, we got to focus on... We have too much to talk about. We can't go into phone booths right now.
Well, so based on the blurb, it says bomb threat. Well, there's like 8 bombs that go off in the trailer.
Yeah.
So is it really a threat, or is it just this dude's blowing shit
He's
up?
accurate. The blurb is accurate. He's driving his kids to school.
That part's accurate.
That part is accurate. We do also realize he's a bank. He has something to do with banking.
Yeah, because at
They
the one
mention
point,
that
the
in
detective is like, "You lost. I understand you lost a lot of money for your clients today."
I think that's the negotiator,
Oh, negotiator.
the hostage negotiator.
Who is an actress? What's her name? We love her. She was in a million BBC
Her name
shows.
is Nomi
Tough one.
Dumasweny.
Dumasweny. Yeah, I think so.
Like, I'm gonna listen to you, like, you know. You're like, yeah, that's right.
Dumasweny. Yeah, you don't know. What was she in that we loved?
Well, she's been in... We are also a big fan of BBC shows.
Yeah.
She was just recently the queen in The Little Mermaid, for anybody who has seen
Nope.
The Little Mermaid, but I did.
Nope.
She was in The Undoing, also, with Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman on HBO.
That was a good one.
That was a good
one.
miniseries. Yeah. Only Murders in the Building, she's in.
What was she in that?
Her name's Maxine.
Maybe
she was in The Watcher.
Oh, right. Another good show. About, shout out Westfield, New Jersey. Got some friends there.
Yeah.
The Gooner was there.
I'm trying to find the...
I feel like she was in, like, either, what was that show? The one with the guy that was the priest that killed... Remember that one? That British show that we watched? He was a priest and he killed somebody, and he was hiding a body in his house. You don't remember that one?
Yes, I do remember that one.
I feel like she was a cop in that one too.
The hard thing is I can't, like, it's all the ones that we've seen that are like BBC shows that are on Netflix. I don't know what year they came out.
Yeah, they were older.
You know.
Well, we also used to watch the BBC illegally too.
But
Channel 4.
She's awesome. She's been in a lot of stuff. She was in the OG Shameless.
Gotcha. All right, so she's the negotiator.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Neeson
Who doesn't
stuck
know?
in his car.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I feel like the directors of this movie came to each other and said, listen, we still want Liam Neeson to be an action star. I understand that he's in his 70s now.
71.
But
Looks good,
think
though.
about how good... I love Liam Neeson. I don't know if I'd say good.
Okay, before we go get to that, but if he's 71 and his kids in the car are like 15 and
Yeah, that's
12.
gonna be you. Calm down. Anyway, rude. What I was saying is that with the directors get together, they still want to make Liam Neeson an action star, and they're like, how can we do this? We can't just put him in a wheelchair and like roll him around and have him fighting everybody. And what's the next best thing? Put him in a car and have him stay there the entire movie. Because that's what it looks like. In the trailer, there is not one scene of him not driving this car. Not one.
One scene. They show him in his office, like, on an elliptical, but it's probably a body double.
No, he's punching a speed bag.
Oh, punching a speed
Yeah.
bag. Yeah, it's probably a body double.
Okay.
I think they show him from behind, too. I don't even think they show...
I think it's heavily shadowed.
Yeah. So it might not be him that's actually punching it. But, I mean, he's still doing it. 71, he's still doing it.
If he's sitting in a car, is he doing it? Is he an action hero?
You know what is
in his car?
His voice is just action. Like his voice, like he's like, "Who is this? What are you doing? I have a particular set of skills."
Yeah, he has the vibrato.
Right? So it just screams action. So he doesn't even have to do anything. And you're like, this is a goddamn action movie.
It is, because
it might not be
explosions.
I mean, there are a lot of explosions.
Yeah. Looks like there's a lot of sweat happening.
This is my question about the explosions. How many cars did this guy put explosives under and nobody noticed? Also,
we don't know what his schedule is. We don't know when he works to put
seems
these
like
explosives.
an intricate thing that would take weeks to do.
No, you make the explosives ahead of time, and then you just...
Okay, so he's driving in the car,
watch Batman?
gets the phone call, and Liam Neeson hangs up, and then a car explodes.
That's what no, that was my... No, that's not how it happens. But that is my favorite thing, because I say that would be me. I'd never answer the phone in the first place.
Well...
But he answers it, and it's somebody's like, there's an explosion.
No, there's a bomb.
There's a bomb under your seat. Like, he's like, hang up. Like, how ridiculous.
But then a car right next to him blows up. What if whoever owned that car just drove it away 5 minutes earlier? Or do you think it's, like, whose car is that? Is that guy's car that he knew he was going to blow up?
Why would he blow up his own car?
Exactly. So what if the person who owned that car moved that car before Liam Neeson got there?
Whose car it was. It seems like he's not blowing up.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, it doesn't seem like he's blowing up.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. It doesn't seem like he's blowing up random's cars, because cut to Matthew Modine, which I'm happy he gets blown up. I don't like him in anything.
I don't think he gets blown up.
No.
I think they make it look like he's blown up, but he's the one that's orchestrating the whole thing.
Could be.
Why else would you have Matthew Modine in this movie?
I didn't like that whole setup of him being like,
So,
what did I ever do to you? I'm your best friend. The guy tells him he has to kill him in order to save his own life.
There's a gun in the glove box, and he tells him, you got to shoot your friend.
He doesn't say that. He just says you kill him. You're his life or yours. And to me, that's a very easy choice to make.
But here's the thing.
Mine.
The guy doesn't follow through on it.
Right. Liam Neeson drops the gun.
Yeah. And then he blows up the guy anyway. So it wasn't your life or mine. Either way, Liam Neeson was going to be fine.
Not necessarily.
Well, he didn't know that, but the guy... Already, we have no trust with this guy. Why would Liam Neeson believe anything he says?
Why would we trust a guy putting bombs in people's cars?
Some bombardiers are trustworthy. Who knows these things?
I don't think that's the correct terminology for them at all.
What are they called then?
Bombers? He wasn't the Oklahoma City bombardier. Like, I don't even know what that is. It sounds ridiculous.
That's what, what's his name says in Meet the Parents. They're like, sir, you can't say bomb on the plane. He's like, bomb, 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 bomb. What if I'm a bombardier?
Yeah, his name was Greg, and he wasn't funny either.
That's fucking rude.
So true.
That's rude. So Liam Neeson's stuck in the car with his kids. My question, is he the worst movie dad ever?
No.
Taken? His kid got taken like 3 times.
Okay.
Maybe pay attention. Now, you're putting your kids in danger in the car about to be blown up.
He didn't know there was a bomb in there.
Yeah, but still. You obviously did something to provoke this guy.
This isn't like, well, from what we see, it's about money.
Right. He did something to provoke this guy.
It sounds like he probably just lost this guy's money because apparently he lost investors' money.
That's what they said.
That's what they say.
So, who's a worse movie dad than him? The dad from Fear? Not paying attention to his daughter, then not paying attention to his wife?
I think he's so hot. He's not in the running.
Mark Wahlberg was terrorizing his family?
I'm trying to think of a bad movie dad. Friggin' Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way. Okay?
He was trying to get his kid a toy.
He left until Christmas Eve? Garbage. Coming from the last minute Larry over here.
He didn't put his kids in danger, though.
Yes, he did. Do you not remember the whole Christmas parade? Where he then was like dressed like Turbo Man. We're not getting into this. That's obviously your
I think we should get into it because I disagree. I think...
You think he's a great dad?
I'm trying to think what other times he was a dad. Twins? No.
He wasn't a dad in the movie, was he?
What? There was a movie where he got pregnant.
Junior.
Great dad. He's carrying his baby.
That seems like a terrible idea.
That was a movie that they put out in the 80s. Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant. Was that wild? Would they make that movie today?
Yes, but it would not be a comedy.
It's a documentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Mockumentary.
I can't think of anybody that I think is...
Nick Nolte in Cape Fear?
Nick Nolte, just in general?
He's like letting it...
I don't remember that movie.
Juliette Lewis was...
I don't know if I ever saw it.
Oh, man, you guys... That's a great movie. Robert De Niro is a serial killer.
What about
Or not a serial killer, he's just a criminal.
That creepy-ass movie. I just saw somebody did something about it did like a... I guess it was probably a TikTok, but I don't have TikTok. On Instagram about My Father the Hero. That creepy movie with Gerard Depardieu.
Oh,
Ugh.
I do. Gerard Depardieu was a thing for like 5 years.
Too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Gerard Depardieu. It made us French people feel like we had place in this society.
You're including yourself with Gerard Depardieu? Okay, I didn't know you guys were related. It looks like somebody made him out of clay.
Yeah, I know his nose.
If you've ever seen the stop motion
claymation
Christmas movie, he looks like the Heat Miser. The French Heat Miser. How do you say Heat Miser in French?
Le from me.
Isn't from cheese?
Yes, I don't know.
The Cheese Meister.
No fact checkers, please. Google worst movie dads.
Done and done.
What comes up?
So, I'm just going through the list. I'm only going to name a couple of them, but one of them is Thanos.
Thanos was pretty terrible.
Obviously, Darth Vader is on there.
I was thinking more dramatic roles, I guess.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood was one of them.
I don't think he was...
That's what it says. I don't know.
I don't know if he was that kid's dad.
Saw that movie.
He was more like his mentor type.
I think he adopts the kid, is what it's saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he kills
Norman
him.
Osborn in Spider-Man. Terrible dad.
The Green Goblin.
George Young in Blow. That's sad because it's a true story.
Oh.
So, yeah. Creepy ass Kevin Spacey in American Beauty. Definitely.
Yeah, he
gross.
was pretty terrible.
Dr. Evil in Austin Powers. Obviously. One that always hits my heart. Harry Wormwood, a.k.a. Danny DeVito in Matilda. That one always hurts when he's like, I'm big and you're little. I'm right and you're wrong.
Never saw that one.
There's wow. You should see that one. Obviously, Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Yeah, he was pretty terrible in that. Seeing how he was trying to murder everybody.
Yeah, that was just some of the ridiculous ones that came up. Gave a lot of ones for the nerdy people out there from
Harry Potter.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings or some shit like that. I don't know. not to
Not to,
cast out a whole
I think only your sister.
demographic of people.
I think that's just your sister.
No, there's lots of people who like those movies. My sister just happens
Are you
to be
sure
one
about
of
that?
them. Yeah, I'd say millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Billions,
A
probably.
lot of money. Yeah, I just think Liam Neeson has a knack for letting his kids get into pretty much the biggest danger ever.
Yeah, tendency for bad things to happen.
Well, his daughter in Taken was basically being sex trafficked right
She
under
was
his
taken.
nose. Yeah, that is true. Hence the name of the movie. Now, the flip side of Liam Neeson being a terrible dad is the fact that he always saves them. And
He was a great dad in Love Actually. He was a stepdad. Yes.
No, because within a year he's banging Claudia Schiffer.
Excuse me, we've just recently had this discussion of how long is long
You said
enough.
5 years.
Yeah, that's for you. Liam Neeson. No. Depends how I go. If it happens tragically, 5 years. If it happens somehow slow or hilariously, you have a year.
Like what would be a example of hilariously?
I
Slip on a banana peel?
my nightmare comes true and I get eaten off the toilet by a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's
A real fear of mine.
it's a slim chance as well.
Listen, say what you want. I've seen enough things about how they're going to find a molecule or DNA from a dinosaur in some type of bug that's been, what's the word?
Incubated?
No, that's not the word. What is it when they're... How do fossils happen? What's the
They
word?
fossilized? I don't know. What are
There's
you
a
trying
word.
to say?
There's a word for it. Oh,
They mummify?
keep going.
Electrify? Tantalize?
I don't think that's...
Cider fries?
Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll find it at another time. Listen, it could happen. Jurassic Park is coming, people. Mark my words.
So, but you think then the dinosaur would target you?
Yes, because I've been
he
speaking
smelled-
out about
because
this for so long.
On our
And it is a
on our
fear
top
of mine.
podcast, they'll go back, listen to our podcast, listen to you badmouth dinosaurs.
They've been listening.
Wait till you're on the toilet
They've been listening
and then come eat you.
They have been listening.
Your nightmare.
to me a long time. Speak out about them. Okay? If I was going to run for office, that would be my platform.
No more dinosaurs. It's a hell of a platform.
Eating people off toilets would be the small part.
Dinosaurs not allowed in restrooms.
And free healthcare for everyone. More importantly.
What a platform.
More importantly.
I'd vote
Healthcare, get rid of the dinosaurs.
I'd vote for you. No, dinosaurs can exist. They just can't go in restrooms.
No, I don't want
Oh, well, I'm out then.
No.
I'm not voting for you then.
I want them out of here. Okay?
Just completely eradicated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would be Hitler of the dinosaurs.
Yikes.
I'm okay with that.
No, people would not like you.
Well, I think I want to backtrack here on the Hitler of the dinosaurs. I think maybe we should take that part out.
Why?
Because I don't want to be arrested
Arrested for...
for being I don't want people to think I'm taking Hitler lightly. I don't. I am not making a joke of Hitler.
What's wrong with Hitler jokes? Have you ever seen... What was the movie? Springtime for Hitler.
Yes, I'm saying that
Hilarious.
I
Just really hate dinosaurs. You
do.
want to stuff them all in an oven.
No, I did not say that at all.
Huh?
That's not what I said.
You sure about that?
I am very sure about that. Let's get away from Hitler, okay?
All right. So you're the Mussolini of the dinosaurs.
Sure, why not? Back to Liam Neeson.
Go on.
Well, back to the idea of good dads in movies. Like, who are the best dads in movies? For me, first one that comes to mind.
John Travolta in Look
In
Who's
what?
Talking.
Oh, I do love him in that. That's a good one, actually. Because he was not actually Mikey's dad, but he loved him so much and he became his babysitter and then his dad. So for all the single moms out there, maybe hire a male babysitter. Actually, don't do that. That's
Wasn't he a pilot?
probably a
Was he a
terrible
babysitter, or-
idea.
I thought he was a
He
pilot.
was a taxi driver.
Oh, a taxi
that
driver.
became a pilot. He was doing some pilot hours. Maybe don't hire a male babysitter.
Do you think a lot of pilots just lampoon as taxi drivers as well? You think you would make a pretty good living being a pilot?
He wasn't a pilot. He was like, you have to rewatch the movie.
He was Chief Stew.
He was becoming a pilot. He was like, you have to like log a certain amount of hours, I guess. John Travolta was actually probably logging real-time hours, becoming a pilot at that point in time.
Logging just sounds weird. I don't know.
Excuse me. We're log jammers, so if you're not a log jammer, you
Log
should
jams.
be.
What movie comes to your mind? Best dad.
Denzel Washington and John Q.
John Q.
I'd do the exact same thing.
This is gonna end bad for you, John.
I would do the exact same thing in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even think twice. That's my kids.
That movie,
Didn't matter.
I don't think that movie did very well.
That's insane to me because it's one of the best movies of all time. Oh boy, do I cry! Anything Denzel's in, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna cry.
He was a pretty shitty dad in the football movie.
No, he was not. If
Yeah.
you're talking about what I think you're talking about,
He liked what's her name?
he did not know. Okay, first
she
of all,
knew football.
You're
His
talking,
daughter.
excuse
his
me.
daughter did
You're
not know
talking
football.
about Remember the Titans, and you're talking about a movie that you thoroughly dislike, which bothers me.
I wouldn't say I
to
thoroughly
my
dislike
core.
it. I just don't think it's that great.
You're insane. You're insane. That movie could heal the world. The world needs to watch that movie. That movie could heal the world. You're insane.
Sunshine was not a great quarterback.
You're insane. Stop it. Not the point of the movie. Anyway.
Ryan Gosling was a liability at quarterback.
You've seen that way too many times recently. Nice try. Don't try to take that one as your own. And he was cornerback, not quarterback.
Cornerback. That's what
Oh,
I
I
said.
thought you said quarterback.
Yeah.
I was like, nice try. Well, you're calling it Sunshine.
Sunshine. No. Sunshine
Was long haired.
Yeah, he was terrible at quarterback too. He was terrible.
I mean, on the scale of who are we comparing him to? Patrick Mahomes? This was the freaking 50s and 60s high
Okay,
school.
I'm comparing him to Johnny Unitas then.
Okay, in what movie?
The Johnny Unitas movie.
That was a movie. Nice try.
Broadway Joe.
Nice.
He was no Broadway Joe.
You just said the other day Joe Namath was a terrible quarterback.
He wasn't that good. He had 3 good years. Statistically.
In one that the Jets won their one and only Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to good dads.
Good dads.
Good dads in movies.
Who else can you think of?
As a good dad in a movie?
I feel like dads are always assholes.
No. I think the dads are always kind of like the soft, easy guys, and the moms are always the worst.
Steve Martin and Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never saw that movie.
You never saw that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's a good movie. It's a solid,
You give it a 6?
Yeah. Any of the second Father of the Bride. So in the second Father of the Bride has one of the most ridiculous plots to a movie. I should look for.
Oh,
if the blur-
aren't they both pregnant at the same time?
Yes. Who he's married to? Oh my gosh,
Diane Keaton?
Diane Keaton. Thank you very much. For
She's like
doing this.
65?
She wasn't, but she looked it unfortunate.
Oof.
Which I hate, but
Girl on girl crime.
love her. Not saying anything about
Mhm.
that. I'm just saying it makes no sense. George Banks must deal not only with his daughter's pregnancy, but also with his wife's, is the blurb. So that movie came out in 95, and Diane Keaton was born in 46.
$49.
Okay.
You sure?
I could,
46 in 95?
could go to the calculator if you
Yeah.
prefer.
49. I'm telling you. Put away your graphing calculator.
Okay, do you see how absurd that is?
That she was only 49 and J-Lo.
Only 49? J-Lo's not pregnant, Greg.
Yeah, but she's
What are you
50.
talking about? So what?
look at the way she looks and look at the way you described Diane Keaton and the way she looks.
Dressed so much more matronly in the 90s. There was a lot of floral vests and ill-fitting pants that did not aid
She had
to
glasses.
her.
Oh.
She did not have glasses in the movie. No, she has glasses in real life.
No, I don't know.
Art does not always imitate life.
Huh.
Beautiful. I know. I didn't write that.
I never really thought it.
But I'm trying to think of another. Oh, I guess I should just go with Great Dads.
Bruce Willis in Armageddon
No.
sacrifices his life for the benefit of his daughter.
Okay, yes, but that was like the only
Because
sacrifice
you know what?
he made for her.
Ben Affleck was going to kill himself.
Okay, but that was the only sacrifice he made for her. Please. He was like not in her life forever, please.
He was putting...
Stop.
The mom walked out on them. He was putting food on the table.
What are you talking about? You don't know. That's not the story.
Yes, it is.
The mom walked out and what happened to her?
She left.
No, what happened to Liv Tyler?
She lived with...
No, she did
yes,
not.
She did.
Oh my god, we're gotta go back to that one. This is when we need a fact checker right here and now.
She lived on the oil rig with them.
Greg. Their best dad is Atticus Finch to Kill a Mockingbird.
What about Ice Cube, and are we there yet?
I don't know if he's on this list. You know what's really funny? Liam Neeson is number 3 on this list for Taken. Best dad. Michael Keaton for My Life.
What about Michael Keaton in Mr. Mom?
Nicolas Cage for Con Air.
Oh, just trying to get back to see his daughter.
Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness.
Never saw it.
Yes, agree. What?
Never saw it.
You are... How could you have a podcast about movies if you don't see like some of the best movies ever made?
Because I saw all the trash movies. Those are the ones you want to talk about.
No, I want to talk about the good ones.
Everybody's seen them.
Clark Griswold, National Lampoon. No, I totally disagree. I think he...
Big Ben Parliament.
Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. They're pretty... I don't know if they're accurate about that one.
Oof.
I don't know. That one's gonna... That's
a little
gonna...
creepy.
That you're walking a fine line with that one. I don't think he was a good dad before, and I never used to think that until I became a mom. And once I used to think Sally Field was such a bitch, but when you are a mom and you show up at your house and there's a fucking goat on your coffee table, and all you can think to yourself is, I've got to clean this shit up. You get to be the fun dad, and I'm the one who's got to clean this shit up. And I gotta yell at everybody and kick everybody out of my house. And you had a petting zoo in my fucking house. You're like, you know what? No, Sally Field. And also, not that I didn't love Robin Williams, don't get me wrong, but like Pierce Brosnan, like...
She upgraded. You're just saying she upgraded. Also, I'm pretty sure Robin Williams would have got arrested for all that.
Oh, yeah. The whole him fully in drag, taking care of their children was...
Right.
But he gets a TV show out of it, so, hey. You never know.
So, any other dads that come to mind that are best dads?
That are good dads?
Well, obviously, Alan Thicke on Growing Pains, but that's not a movie.
That's a TV show, yeah. Jason Seaver was pretty good. You
The
know
best.
why? Because he was a therapist.
Top
so.
notch. Danny Tanner.
Yeah, he had a lot of help, but yes. So on here, and again, I know you're going to say you haven't seen this movie. My grandmother made me watch this movie when I was younger, and I didn't appreciate it, but...
Old Yeller.
No. There's an Italian film called Life is Beautiful. It's not in English. It's in Italian.
Bernardi? He won the...
Roberto Benigni.
He won the Academy Award for it, and that was like the worst Academy Award they've ever given out.
Why?
Because there was like so many better films that...
That's not true at all. That's
Look it up.
not true at all.
Look it up.
Okay, but if you've never seen the movie, you can't compare it.
I'm just saying what the narrative at the time was. That people were like... They were saying that he did not deserve that.
So you were big in the conversation of what deserved an Oscar in
What year was that?
1997?
1997?
1997.
I was in college.
Big conversation for you?
Huge.
Get the fuck... You and your friends. You and your friends. Hello, all of your friends. We're not talking about Roberto Benigni.
I had my
and
movie
whether
friends.
he should have won. You are so full of shit. This is when you get me so mad because you're such a liar.
But look up
you're
1997.
Such a liar.
One of the films came out in 1997.
Oh my god! I can't wait to say it was like Mr. Bean goes to camp. Like
classic. Ernest went to camp, not Mr. Bean.
Oh, so now you know everywhere Mr. Bean went? Get out of here.
1997 Oscar-winning movies.
Shine? Don't know what that is.
That was a bad movie too.
Oh, maybe it came out in 97, so it would have, maybe in 1998 would have been the year it won, because it wasn't even up there.
Shine was, I think it was like a deaf composer or something like that. It was another one of those like arty films.
God forbid art.
Not for me, lady. Not for me.
I guess it was. I'm trying to think of what.
Just put in Life is Beautiful.
It did, yeah.
And Wikipedia should come up now. He did that ridiculous Oscar speech where he was jumping on the podium and everything, freaking out.
1999. Well, that seems weird. It said 97, but I guess so. He won Best Actor, and he also won for because he directed it as well.
Right. Who's he up against?
Okay, let's see. The wrong year came up because I was like Brendan Fraser. This is taking me all over the place.
1999 was a classic year for movies. Cruel Intentions came out in 99.
Wait, was it 98 or 99? 99.
Just put Oscars, right? 99. Okay.
Oh, you know what, Greg? Why don't you fucking Google something?
Well, because my phone is recording the podcast.
Okay. So... This is such a pain in the ass right now. He goes well with the Oscars, but where are the lists? There's no list of who he was up against.
Maybe that was the controversy. They didn't nominate anybody else. They were just handing
here we go. Category. Okay. Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan.
Come on.
Shut up, Greg. How many times have you watched that movie?
Once.
Okay. Ian McKellen, Gods and Monsters. You ever seen that movie? Never even heard of it.
No.
Nick Nolte, Affliction. Never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Ed Norton, American History X. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, that's one other person that was good in their movie.
Well, Saving Private Ryan was an amazing movie as well.
Was Tom Hanks the best actor in that year?
Better than some Italian guy in some Italian movie that nobody ever cares about ever again.
Oh my god, I literally hate you so much right now.
So what made Roberto Benigni, whatever his name is, a good dad?
What made him a good dad was the whole era of the movie was going on during World War II.
Oh god. Where were they? In Italy?
Yes. And so my mind is shot. We have children. I don't remember anything. But it was all taking place during the war, and they wound up going to a concentration camp. And he's trying to keep his son distracted and making him have no idea that he's actually in a concentration camp. It's heartbreaking. But
now imagine if those were dinosaurs. How do you feel now, Nicole?
Don't put me in that position.
You want Dino and his kids?
Stop.
You want Johnny T-Rex and little Bobby T-Rex, and you're like, oh, my little arms, I'm keeping my son distracted because we're on our way to...
I like that you went with Johnny and Bobby instead of
Tony T-Rex?
Yeah.
Toby T-Rex?
You can go with any of the names of today.
Bronco Brontosaurus?
Ridiculous. Anyway.
Terrence Dackle?
Coming away from that, he was That's terrible.
Go on.
That's why he was a good dad, and that's why he was on that list.
Gotcha.
Also on that list, going against me, was Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way.
Told you.
Have you ever even seen that movie?
Of course I have. Sinbad was a legend.
Yeah. As we spoke about before.
Mm-hmm. I loved Sinbad's whole catalog of movies.
All 2 of them.
Remember he was on Always Sunny, too, when he was in a mental institution.
Mm-hmm.
Sinbad. It's fantastic. So, we've talked about good dads, bad dads. And Liam Neeson was a good dad because he saved his kids in Taken. I'm assuming in this movie he's going to save his kids. They usually don't make it a point to just blow up kids in movies that they want to put out.
It's usually not the goal.
No. So, I'm going to give you 3 choices.
Go.
These are the choices you are taking, say. You have 3 choices to bring you back. Are you taking...
Is it bringing me back here, or do I get to go back with them?
No. Take sexiness out of it. You're not going to be... Think of it as you're a child and you need to be rescued. Would you take Liam Neeson from all his movies? Okay. Denzel Washington from all his movies? Or Tom Cruise from all his movies?
It's not fair to bring Tom Cruise into it if I can't bring his sexiness into it.
No. Because it's about who will get the job done with the least... Where you would feel most confident.
Okay, it's happening now? Like they're
it's in the movies.
Or is it... No, I know. But is it their age now?
No.
It's in their prime?
It's their prime whenever they were the most equipped for saving people.
I'm sorry, I'm throwing Liam Neeson out of the running. I'm not... He's
got an exceptional set of skills.
I don't know. He's just not... No, it's going to be either Denzel or Tom Cruise. I feel like if there is running involved, you go Tom Cruise. He's always running. If there is... I feel like Denzel has done the most with firearms.
He's also most likely a sacrifice. Tom Cruise does not sacrifice himself.
That you are right. I'm probably going Denzel. Who would you choose?
I don't know. I think you just poo-pooed Liam Neeson.
You're choosing Liam Neeson?
I don't know. But he fought wolves in the gray. So you're bringing in animals he can protect you from. He fought like 3 different types of nationalities in Taken, right? There was like French and Russians and...
I don't remember their names.
Afghanis and... taking them all down. Denzel, he went back in time to save his girlfriend one time. So you got space travel there.
There's a thing about Denzel, too, that, like, you just feel like no matter what type of, like, gangster he plays or portrays, like, there's always, like, a goodness to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Except for in the one movie he won the Oscar for.
Training Day?
Training Day. There was no goodness in him. Training Day.
I still think there's probably a little bit in there.
No, he was pretty evil. He was the most corrupt cop of all time. But, no, I see
I'd
what
still
you're
pick
saying.
him over Goody Two-Shoes Ethan Hawke. Bye.
Tom Cruise, I feel like he loses a lot of people.
I don't know. He saved that random, like, French police woman in the last Mission Impossible? Two before that? Not the one that just came out. I think maybe, like, the last.
Not
the
Dead
one
Reckoning.
before that.
Ghost Protocol?
No, I think that was... the names start to get lost on me.
I would rank them... I'm going to go Denzel 1, just because of his sacrificial nature. Go Liam Neeson 2, because he has the most skills. And Tom Cruise, I feel like he's just,
Just admit you're very jealous of Tom Cruise and my feelings for him, and so you have a vendetta against him.
No, I don't.
Right?
I like Tom
You
Cruise.
do.
I like Tom Cruise movies.
You do.
I feel like he's like, he gets to a point where he's like, you know what? I got to do this stunt. I don't know if I can save you. I can't do both. I can't hang from a helicopter.
I disagree. He's always trying to do both. He's literally always trying to do both.
He's trying.
Oh, you're saying he's never succeeding? Get out of here.
No, he succeeds sometimes, but I'm just saying the other 2 guys I would feel more secure in being saved.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Creasy. Come
Creasy
on.
Bear.
Creasy Bear. Oh, we didn't mention him for the worst dad of all time. He had his daughter kidnapped, Mark Anthony, in that movie.
In that movie, yeah.
And then
That movie being...
Man on Fire.
Thank you, I couldn't think of the name
That's
of it.
like top 5 favorite movies for me.
It's one of my sister's favorites.
I love that movie. I wish the guy was like, no, give me one last wish. He goes, I wish you had more time. And then he blows him up because he sticks a bomb up his butt.
As one would.
Speaking of a good use of bombs.
There you go.
Right.
Instead of in the seat. Should have went up the butt. No escaping.
There you go. The only other thing I wanted to talk about with this trailer is, I don't know where they are. Are they in England? Are they...
It seemed London-esque. The children have no accents, though.
That's what I was going to say. There's like 5 different accents in the trailer.
Yeah.
There's Liam Neeson's accent. Then there's the negotiator's accent. Then there's the kids. I don't remember the mom having an accent.
I think she does, but you don't hear her talk in the trailer.
Matthew Modine has his douchebag accent.
Oh, he's so, like, smarmy and just he's slippery. I don't know.
I don't think the guy on the phone has an accent.
Well, his voice is distorted.
Well, yeah, sure. You're right. I wonder if they tell you where it is, or it's just like what
a general city.
Yeah, it's like location in the world, whatever. Because it seems like it could be like London
or like Metropolis, like not a real.
Just because when he's driving around, it seems like the roads are tighter than you usually see in like the U.S.
But I don't.
I feel like whenever they show like London and stuff like that, there's always.
But I feel like he was driving on the U.S. side of the road, like in the car.
I didn't even really look at that.
Yeah, I think he was.
Huh. All right. Anything else you took out of this movie that struck you, or this trailer?
I think that they put Liam Neeson in a formula and they churn it out. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling super compelled about, like what is this storyline. But I do want to know. The thing with the trailer that gets me is the why. Like, I want to know, why is this happening to him?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
I'm wondering, does he end up being the bad guy in the end? Like, he
the
stole
bad guy
this...
in what way?
Like, he was, like, running, like, a... Like,
yeah, but is that a
Ponzi
reason
scheme?
to get somebody... Oh, a Ponzi scheme? Maybe. Maybe I'd blow some... It was like an MLM.
Yeah.
Like, he was actually behind, like, LuLaRoe leggings. And then people are just coming back to get him.
He's like, what's that makeup thing that they...
Avon?
Avon, yeah. He's like the head of
Mary
Avon.
Kay.
Yeah, Mary Kay. That was the one I was looking for. He's the head of Mary Kay.
He probably started Isogenics.
Oh, I don't know. People do get it.
You.
You know,
they're like, this is a time that I'd like to promote something. Use my code. Greg loves Liam Neeson for 20% off your next order of Isogenics.
Not a real code. Don't use it. I don't want to be sued.
You get sued for
I don't
something
know.
a fake code?
I've never had a code before.
You're looking for a code.
I need a code. All right. Use Greg 5 for 5% off. No, I'm just kidding. The other question I had is, we see, I believe I counted 6 explosions in the trailer.
Wow, you counted those?
Yeah. How many are in the movie then? Like, are you showing all the explosions in the trailer?
That is always the thing. Are they showing all the good parts in the trailer?
Just all the blow-ups.
I don't know.
Because...
But I guess the other thing is, like, where does it end?
Right, well,
do you want your money back, or do you just want to kill him? Because then just kill... You know what I mean? Like...
Right.
But why? Why? What did he take
from
you? What did he invest in? Were they Garbage Pail Kid cards? Were they Beanie Babies? What's the scam investment?
I heard it was jorts. Like he was trying to bring back jorts.
He got in with John Cena and never looked back.
Yeah, it's a spokesperson. So I guess the question left is, will you be hitching your trailer to this movie?
As much as I want to know why, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with a no on this one. It's got to be... I could probably just rewatch Taken and it would tell me all I need to know, you know? What about you? Are you hitching the trailer?
Oh, man. I love Liam Neeson. I do. I love a good explosion. Yeah, I'm hitching my trailer.
Yeah, we know you are. You say yes to everything, Greg.
What do you... I didn't say yes to Barbie.
Yeah, that was it.
The highest grossing movie.
Yeah, so don't listen to Greg for his taste in films.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely don't. All right, well, thank you, everyone, for listening. Hit us up on our Instagram, Hitching the Trailer, all one word. Let us know if there's any movies you'd like to hear us do that are coming out soon or something that came out in the past. We also we put some polls up here and there. Maybe we'll put up a poll of who you would like to have save you. Or somebody that we're not thinking of that also might work. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. And until next time, keep on hitching.